Food companies have found their new favorite word: protein. They're slapping a high-protein label on everything from ice cream and pasta to chips and coffee, and they're charging a premium for it. You've seen it in every grocery aisle, products flexing their protein content like it's a gold medal. We're told it's the key to all our health goals, from building muscle to losing weight. But what if I told you that for most people, this label is a marketing gimmick, one designed to prey on your good intentions while offering little real benefit? What if the whole protein craze is actually making it harder for you to be healthy? Today we're exposing the great protein scam. We'll uncover the tricks food companies use to fool you, why so many of us are falling for it, and how you can take back control of your diet and your wallet. Let's be honest, the protein hype is impossible to ignore. It feels like overnight, every food got a high-protein makeover. And it's not just a feeling. Reports show consumer interest in protein is skyrocketing. One 2025 report from Cargill found that 61% of U.S. consumers said they increased their protein intake in 2024. That's a huge jump from just a few years ago, and social media is driving a massive part of this trend. Food manufacturers aren't just responding to this trend, they're pouring gasoline on it. They know that for many shoppers, protein has become a shortcut for healthy. They're cashing in on this by charging significantly more for protein-fortified versions of everyday foods. A loaf of high-protein bread, for instance, can easily cost double or triple the price of a standard whole wheat loaf. This creates a powerful health halo. When you see high protein on a box of cookies or a pint of ice cream, your brain gets tricked into thinking it's a guilt-free choice. It feels like a convenient shortcut to your fitness goals. But this is where the illusion begins. These products are often still highly processed and can be loaded with hidden ingredients that completely undermine your health efforts. The companies have perfected the art of making you feel good about buying something that might not be good for you at all. The convenience is tempting, but it comes at a hidden cost. The entire protein scam is built on one simple, powerful, and deeply flawed idea: that more protein is always better. We're led to believe our bodies are desperate for it and that loading up will magically build muscle and melt fat. But here's the scientific reality. Your body has a protein budget. For a healthy but mostly sedentary adult, the recommended amount of protein is about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. For a 165-pound, 75-kilogram person, that's about 165 grams a day. You can easily hit that target with a healthy and balanced diet. For instance, chicken breast, a cup of Greek yogurt, and a couple of eggs will get you there. Maybe even add some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese on top. So what happens when you eat more protein than your body needs? Does it get saved for later? Nope. While the science on a hard per-meal limit is evolving, we know that the body's ability to use protein for muscle building does have diminishing returns. Research suggests that beyond about 20 to 40 grams in one sitting, the muscle-building benefit tends to plateau for most people. Any major excess is typically used for energy, or in some cases converted and stored as fat. That's right, the extra money you spent on that high-protein pizza could just be adding expensive calories your body can't effectively use. But the bigger, often overlooked issue is what comes with all that protein. These products are almost always ultra-processed foods. To make a protein bar taste like a candy bar or a protein cookie feel indulgent, manufacturers pack them with additives, artificial sweeteners, sugar alcohols, emulsifiers, gums, preservatives, and flavor enhancers. You might get 20 grams of protein, but you're also getting a lab-engineered mix designed for texture, shelf life, and taste, not for your health. That means high-protein ice cream can deliver as much sugar as a regular dessert, and protein chips can carry more sodium and refined oils than a bag of Doritos. On top of this, many of these products have little to no fiber, which makes them less satisfying and harder on your digestion. To make a protein bar taste like a candy bar or a protein shake feel creamy, companies load them up with additives, artificial sweeteners, sugar alcohols, emulsifiers, gums, preservatives, and flavor enhancers. These ingredients aren't there for your health. They're there to trick your taste buds, extend shelf life, and make cheap protein isolates seem appealing. The catch? Diets high in ultra-processed foods have been linked to obesity, heart disease, digestive issues, and even increased mortality. That protein cookie might give you 20 grams of protein, but it often delivers just as much sugar, a hit of refined oils, zero fiber, and a long list of chemicals your body doesn't need. So while the label screams high protein, the reality is you're eating an engineered product that looks more like a science experiment than real food. Now let's talk about one of the most deceptive tricks in the food and supplement industry, a scam called protein spiking, or amino spiking. It's a sneaky way for companies to make you think you're getting more high-quality protein than you actually are. Here's how it works. The standard lab test to measure protein doesn't directly measure protein itself. It measures nitrogen, because all amino acids, the building blocks of protein, contain nitrogen. Companies found a loophole. They can dump cheap individual amino acids like glycine and taurine into their protein powders or bars. These fillers boost the product's total nitrogen content, fooling the lab test into spitting out a higher protein number. The problem? These individual amino acids aren't the same as complete proteins like whey or casein. They don't give you the full spectrum of essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle effectively. So, a label might claim 25 grams of protein, but if it's been spiked, you could be getting only 15 grams of useful, complete protein. The rest is just low-cost filler. Some brands try to hide this by listing these fillers in a proprietary blend or an amino acid matrix. Huge red flags for any savvy consumer. This practice isn't just unethical, it means you're being cheated out of the very thing you're paying extra for. So, how do you navigate this minefield of misleading labels? It's easier than you think. It's not about giving up on protein, it's about getting smarter. Here are 3 simple rules. First, know your numbers. Before you spend another dime on a high-protein product, figure out how much you actually need. A simple formula is to eat as much grams of protein as your body weight measured in pounds. Second, read past the hype. Ignore the flashy claims on the front of the package. Turn it over and read the nutrition facts and the ingredients list. Look for hidden sugars, check the fiber content, and scan the length of the ingredient list. If sugar is one of the first few ingredients, or if you see a long list of chemicals you can't pronounce, that's a warning sign. A truly healthy food doesn't need a paragraph of additives. Third, and most importantly, focus on whole foods. The best and most affordable sources of protein don't come in a flashy wrapper. They are whole foods like eggs, lean meats, fish, Greek yogurt, lentils, beans, and tofu. Let's compare. A typical protein bar gives you 20 grams of protein for $3 or $4, often with a side of sugar. For a fraction of that price, you could have a cup of Greek yogurt with about 20 grams of protein, or 3 eggs with 18 grams. These whole foods are not only cheaper, but they also bring a wealth of other essential vitamins and minerals, without the artificial junk. Becoming a smarter consumer isn't about complexity, it's about clarity. The protein hype has turned a simple nutrient into a confusing and expensive mess. But now you know the secrets. You know that for most of us, these specialized products are unnecessary. You know that excess protein is often just excess calories. And you know that the best sources are, and always have been, simple, unprocessed whole foods. Don't let marketing departments dictate your diet. By understanding your real needs and focusing on real food, you can hit your health goals without falling for the great protein scam. If you like this video and don't know how to eat enough protein, you should watch this video. In there, you'll learn some of the healthiest and easiest way to increase your daily protein intake. This all by just adding only unprocessed high-protein foods in your diet, supporting your health by giving you the nutrients you need.